Hey Siege fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to deep dive into the new season of Operation Silent Hunt. We're going to be talking about, of course, the new operator, map change, weapons, game mode, balancing adjustments, and of course all the hype around Metal Gear Solid. So sit back, hit the like button, subscribe for more Siege breakdowns, and of course let's get into it. Operation Silent Hunt is the brand new season for the year 11. Launching on March 3rd, this season brings one of the biggest collabs Siege have ever had. Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid franchise joined the roster as a permanent attack operator. But this season isn't just about one operator. It's packed with new gameplay mechanics, events, maps, modes, and balancing changes, and quality of life updates, and even more cosmetic shakeups. So, of course, let's break it all down. Solid Snake isn't just a skin. He's a full-on playable operator, legendary in gaming for his stealth and for his tactical prowess. Solid Snake is coming from the amazing game Metal Gear Solid, along with his iconic recon skill and his stealth mindset. So what will Solid Snake have in his bag? Well, Solid Snake is going to be a speed armor of 3. When it comes to Solid Snake with his unique utility, he's also going to be having the Tactic 45 sidearm, which is his iconic gun that he has been using in the game. His second unique gadget that is on the solution radar is if he presses another button, he will be able to see the enemy's location within the radar vision, of course. When using this, he will lose battery on his solution radar, but it will be recharged when it's not in use. When he's using his radar to see the enemy's location, the enemy will be notified by this sound. Another thing that is uniquely added for Snake is that he will not start with a full set of gadgets. He will be only having one. Instead, he can go around and pick up secondary gadgets along the way when the enemy has died and it will be scattered on the floor. That means he can pick up stun grenades, smokes, EMPs, and soft breaches. This is huge because it changes how attackers approach the utility in this game. No longer just planning loadouts, but also planning what you can pick up during the mid-round. Snake's primary weapons are going to be the PMR-90A2 marksman's rifle and the F2 assault rifle, now with grips, but more on that later. And also the secondary is going to be the pistol, the TACT 45. It's a semi-automatic with built-in suppressor and a reflex sight, perfect for stealthy engagement. Also this season there's going to be 3 additional modernized maps, and it's going to be Coastline, Villa, and Oregon. This update is typically the same as it has been for every other map, so there's no need to go into it more. Now another thing that they added for this season is a new game mode, and it is limited time only, and it is the 1 versus 1 mode. So if you want to get a better aim, perfect aim, or just play around with your friends, then this mode is for you. Later in the season, a special limited time event launches as well, and it's a 4v4 infiltration mode on a modified Night Haven Labs map inspired by the Metal Gear Solid iconic locations, and its name is going to be Redacted. This event also brings themed cosmetics, including outfits that turn operators into Jackal as Grey Fox or Ash as Merle, among other things that is a homage to the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Now let's talk a little bit of balancing changes. So Ubisoft is changing the meta, focusing more on entry and roaming. So let's check more of the balancing. Now the big changes they are making is going to be Scopus becoming a free speed with faster transition and soft destruction of shells, meaning that she has the same arm power as Aruni, which means that she can open the walls, make rotation as well. Moving to the next one, we are having Amaru. Her Gara hook gains an extra charge, which I kinda don't know yet about that, but we will see. The next one on the balancing list is going to be Alibi. Her Prisma decoys will ping more often and linger a little bit longer. Now let's talk more about Flores. So Flores will receive the T95 LSW to improve the flexibility of his loadout. For those that do not know, this is Ying's main weapon. There will also be a buff for the F2 assault rifle, which I think a lot of us has been waiting for. So there's going to be a vertical, angled and horizontal grips are going to be available now for the F2, making it easier to control the weapon's recoil. Now let's talk about one of the more balancing things that they have changed, and that is for the shields. The shields will no longer be able to dash through an undamaged barricade, which will lessen their ability to rush in on their enemies and encouraging them to engage in combat from a farther distance. This is one of the changes that I actually agree, and I think most of the people do agree as well. Now let's go to one of the gadgets that we have as a defender, and that is the observation blocker. Now, deploying an observation blocker is now faster, so it's going from 2.5 seconds to 1 second, which will let the defenders deploy quickly and start the preparation during the prep phase. The next balancing operator is going to be Ying, and that is her cluster flashes from the Candelas is going to be increased from 1.4 seconds to 1.6, which means that we will be more blind than necessary. And of course, let's go to the favorite operator, Ela, that has been widely used recently, and that is her concussion effect on her Gersmon spine is going to be longer now. So it's going up from 7 seconds to 9 seconds, so I guess we have to live through that. Now, if we are going to be talking about cosmetics, which means kind of battle pass, we are going to be having a wild twist on this one, and that is they have included Black Ice variants. So there is going to be a red, purple, pink and green Black Ice in this battle pass that you can get. Of course, when it comes to the battle pass, there is going to be a wild skin on Smoke, which I'm kind of dying to see more of. So I do hope that you are excited for the battle pass, because I sure am. When it comes to this year's roadmap, I will keep it short and simple because it's a lot to talk about, and I will be talking about it when the time comes, of course. But there is going to be a rank 3.0 in the next season, and there's going to be a Dokkaebi remaster as well, which means that she will be doing selective calls instead of a global calling, and there is a few little more tweaks in there that we will know at a later time. Except for that, if I'm reading through, it's going to be a new competitive playlist and new anti-cheat improvements, mid-season balancing updates. So when Silent Hunt is kicking things off, this year is shaping up to be restructure the Siege competitive scene in a big way. We do have also changes into the esports scenes, and that is a new region, China. I'm so excited to see more competitive region coming in. I do hope that Africa will be next, but we say welcome to China, and we are excited to see what you have in store for us. In the mix of all things, we do have to say goodbye to one game mode, and that is Dual Front. Dual Front has been alive for a couple of seasons, but now we have to sadly say goodbye to it. So as the last hurrah, we have mixed up a little bit of the Dual Front. There's going to be a new segment in there, and it's also going to be inspired by Metal Gear Soldier as well. And there's going to be exclusive rewards within Dual Front, so if you want to grab those, then hop in and say goodbye to the game mode. Now let's talk about the match cancellation. So if you're in a squad and you jump into a rank game and you see a cheater, and one of your friends say, hey, I can't jump out, I will get penalty for 5 minutes, that's okay. Well, that will not work anymore. You will actually get a penalty either way, and so will your squad mates. So it's not only one that is going to be penalized for you leaving the squad to cancel the match. Everyone in your team will be affected, so please don't do that anymore. Another thing that they have added now, which is a little bit late, but I'm super happy nonetheless, is that when you are reporting a player for being toxic or cheating, we only have the 4 buttons to choose from. Well, now they're going to be adding 16 of them, so your way of reporting a player will be more specific than ever. Another thing to add for this season is going to be ranked map rotation. This is to give players a more varied and dynamic landscape. The maps in ranked will rotate. At the start of the season, Canal, Skyscraper, Theme Park and Outback will be removed, and Emerald Plains will join the rotation. This change will decrease the total numbers of ranked maps from 16 to 13. And for the mid-season, Coastline, Villa, Oregon and Emerald Plains will be replaced back with Skyscraper, Theme Park and now Favela. How is this going to go? Operation Silent Hunt is one of the most content-rich seasons that Siege has ever launched. With an iconic collab operator and major balancing change, new map modes, map revamp, cosmetic and the final chapter of Dual Front as well, there's a ton to explore this season. It doesn't matter if you played long or if you're just new to the Siege community, you're going to be finding tons of things to do for this season, and it aims to deliver something fresh for everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and also drop a comment down below. Are you hyped to play Solid Snake, and what are your favorite changes so far, and what changes are you excited for the next season? Hit the like and subscribe to the channels for more Siege breakdown, and turn on the notification as well if you want to stay updated. And I will see you in the next one.